Hey guys, Jeremy here, and today I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about Pops, but specifically the prices of Pops. I was in GameStop recently where I picked up this Space Ghost Pop right here, and was really happy to get them because I didn't even know these Space Ghost Pops were out yet. And I went up to the register, and the lady told me the price, and the price came out to be $12.95. And I was thinking like, oh, okay, I just went ahead and paid it anyway. I didn't really give it too much thought, but when I woke up today, I was sitting on the couch and I was doing a little bit of thinking. I was like, why was the price of that Space Ghost so high at GameStop? So I found my receipt and I looked at it, and it turns out the regular price for Pops at GameStop now seems to be $11.99. Now, that's a dollar increase from where it used to be because it used to be $10.99. But before that, less than a year ago, they raised the price from about $9.99. They raised it to $10.99. And I'm guessing at some point within the last month and a half to 2 months, the price was raised again to $11.99. So after sales tax, at least here in Georgia, there was an 8% sales tax. It came out to $12.95. So basically 13 bucks, $13 for this pop right here. Now, maybe your sales tax in your state isn't as high, or maybe you live in one of those states where you don't pay sales tax. In that case, you are a lucky dog. But I think that that's too high. I think GameStop is really, I think they've pushed it too far at this point. $13 for a common pop, that's too much money. It's not like this Space Ghost is an exclusive. It's not a GameStop exclusive. It's not a convention exclusive. This is what can be considered to be a common pop, basically, because there's nothing special about them and you can probably find them in other places. But because GameStop knows that pops are a hot commodity right now, they make a lot of money. GameStop has walls dedicated to pops. They have stands in the middle of the store dedicated to pops. They take up a lot of real estate. And because GameStop knows that, perhaps they're like, hey, well, maybe we can get an extra buck out of this. And so those pop collectors go crazy for this stuff anyway. They'll pay the extra dollar. Go ahead. Imagine the profit margins if we can get everyone to pay an extra dollar. And then 6 months later, let's give them to pay an extra dollar on top of that. And of course, the shareholders are happy. GameStop is ecstatic. The only people who aren't happy about it are the people that's paying the prices for these. So for that, I am going to be using GameStop as pretty much a last resort when it comes to pops. If it's a common pop, I'm just going to wait, see if I can find it somewhere else. Maybe try Amazon, something like that. Unfortunately, when it comes to exclusives, GameStop still has us by the balls, especially with San Diego Comic-Con coming up. And last year, regular typical price for a Comic-Con exclusive pop in the stores was like around $15. Of course, everyone was charging more for exclusive pops and everyone was making a little bit more money, but that's a little bit more forgivable because as collectors, we're like, these are exclusive. These are Comic-Con exclusive. We can't get these anywhere else. You can pay an extra few bucks for this. This is what you do. It's going to be rare. You won't be able to find this in a couple of weeks or whatever. Crystal Blue Heisenberg, if you didn't jump on it when it came out, there was a very slim chance that you were even going to be able to get it at the fair retail price. But it makes me wonder now, if regular pops are $11.99 at GameStop and they get summer convention exclusives, how much are those going to be? Are they going to still charge $15 or so for them? Or are they going to be like, you know what? $17.99, $16.99, $19.99, something like that. I can't understand, or I don't know why they wouldn't do it, because they've already raised the price of regular pop. So why wouldn't they raise the prices of the summer exclusives? And you know what? People are going to buy them anyway, even though it's highway robbery because they're summer convention exclusives. And that's the unfortunate part about it. So what I would recommend is just try elsewhere. if you want to try to get common pops. This doesn't seem to be a price increase across the board. I know that Hot Topic increased the prices of their pops within the past year so much that it's not really worth going to Hot Topic to get pops unless there's like some sort of deal going on with Hot Cash or some kind of buy one get one or just something along those lines, because a regular pop there costs like $12.50. That's crazy. But that's how that is. But other stores like Walmart or Target or Barnes and Noble, you can still get pops at a pretty reasonable price, somewhere between like $8.99 to $9.99, something like that. You can still get common pops at, standard low prices. But whew, man, they catch wind to this, and I'm sure that they will eventually. If we see price increases across the board for these things, you have to wonder, how high can they go before people just start being a lot more selective about pops? Now, they probably aren't going to stop buying them altogether. I wouldn't stop buying them altogether, but I would become a lot more selective in the ones that I get. Pops right now, in some cases, are kind of like impulse buys. You'll just see them and you go like, ooh, I kind of like that character. $10? Yeah, okay. But it's amazing how when the price increases, even though, like, oh, well, $1 or $2 is not that much, but when you consider the principle of the thing and you feel like you're being taken advantage of, you see a pop that's like, oh, well, this is going to cost you $13. At least for me, I would look at it as, you know what? I don't really need it. I don't really want it that badly. I'm going to take that $13 and I'm going to put it towards something else. I'm going to put it towards some kind of an action figure. I'm going to put it towards something else that I like to collect because, yeah, I can live without that pop. There's going to be a million pops released this year. I'm going to wait for something that I truly, truly want. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing, at least when it comes to pops at GameStop. They get a lot of stuff first, and that's what makes it kind of very tempting to buy from them. Like, for example, the pops coming up for, let's say the Dragon Ball Z pops. You try to go on Amazon and they're not available from Amazon. You have to pre-order them. They're like, oh, well, they'll be out in late June or in July. But you can go to GameStop and buy the new Dragon Ball Z pops all day long. You're just going to be paying more for them. So in that case, you just got to exercise a little bit of discipline and just say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to let you screw me, GameStop. I'm just going to wait to get these Dragon Ball Z pops. I'm going to get them from Amazon. I'm going to pay less money for them. And, that's just the way it is. So, yeah, I just wanted to take that time. I probably took too much time speaking about the prices of pops increasing at GameStop. But it was something that's on my mind. I wanted to let you guys know about that. So you do whatever you want to do with your money. If you want to spend the extra bucks, I mean, hey, that's just fine. I'm sure GameStop loves you for it. But it's not going to be happening for me. So that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more videos. And if you want to see more stuff like this, just go ahead and subscribe. And I will make a new video. There's a gnat flying around here. I'm going to make a new video very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'm Jeremy. And I'll talk to you later.